In this video, we're going to learn how to describe birds to the students. And the generic word for bird is zintgala. And of course, birds have their own names as well, whatever their species is. But zintgala is just a generic word for bird. So here are some specific names. We have waglekshon for a turkey, waglekshon. We have anukrasan for a bald eagle. And of course the generic word for eagle is wambly. And so you could teach either one, wambly, naish, anukrasan. Cheta for a hawk. And we do have words for a red-tailed hawk, etc. But chetan is just a generic word for a hawk. Tashiagnumpa, a meadowlark. Hihan, the owl. Hihan, and there are other words for different species of owls. So bird body parts are going to be a little bit different than the insects and the other animals that we've been learning. So of course birds do not have fur or hair, and they do not have ha. As far as skin or hide, they have feathers. So now we have to replace those other kind of description words with wiaka, feathers, wiaka. And then they have bird wings. So these are different than ape, which were insect wings. Chupahu. Chupahu. Bird wings. And they do not have a sinte. They do not have a tail. They have a situpi. Situpi. And of course they have legs. Hu. And they do not have a pute, a snout or a muzzle, but they have a prasu, prasu, which is also the human nose, but when we're describing a bird, it's referring to its beak, prasu. Okay, so we're going to keep to our sequence, and we're going to be describing the body parts, and then whatever descriptive word for that body part is going to follow the body part. So with this is a waglekshon. This is a turkey, so we want to introduce it by saying le waglekshon hecha. So invest in some good props, good animal props that are as realistic as possible. Or you can put a picture up on the screen in your classroom if you have the big screen in your classroom. Make your own slides of animals. And we're going to just follow this sequence. So we're going to start with wiaka, the feathers. Ri, the feathers are brown. Number 2, chupahu yukhe. It has bird wings. Remember, yukhe means it exists for it. Number 3, situpi tranka. So we've used ptechela, we've used chikala. So we've used ptechela short, chikala little or small. Now we're going to use tranka, large or big. Situpi tranka. It has a large bird tail. Hu numpa. It has 2 legs. And prasu z. Its beak is yellow. Now, for little kids starting out, as they're learning their colors, then we're just going to keep to using the colors that we know. But there is a way, if you're teaching more advanced, that we reduplicate colors for inanimate plural things. So things that aren't alive, and there's multiple things of those, then we can reduplicate the color to describe them. So ri, brown, becomes ri-ri. And so if you're doing this with the upper grades, you can, once they have a good grasp of colors, then you can teach them wiaka rihi. The feathers are brown, because we know it's not just one feather. But starting out, there's nothing wrong with just saying wiaka ri. Okay. Black, sapa can be sapsape. Jota becomes joljota. Yellow, Z becomes ZZ. And white, ska becomes ska ska. And we can reduplicate some other colors, but we can't reduplicate all other colors. So if something is green, and remember we're using trozi for green, it's not really a good idea to try to reduplicate and say trozi. That doesn't really make too much sense. But there are primary colors and stuff. There's other colors we can reduplicate, and you'll just have to, as you're making your lessons and stuff, you can kind of break those down more. Okay, so now we'll use this method, the sequence, like we've been doing with all the other animals and insects. Le hihan hecha. This is an owl. Le hihan hecha. Wiaka ri. Na, and remember na is our little connecting word. Connects our thoughts. Na chupahu yukhe. It has bird wings. Na situpi ptechila. Okay, so this situpi is not tranca, it's ptechila. It's short, it's not large. Na hunumpa. Na prasu jota. Okay. And of course, the colors aren't directly that. We're just kind of giving a general description of it. So, oiakahi na chupahu yukhe na situpi ptechila na hunumpa na prasu jota. And of course, this will work with all the grades, but, create your own sheets that have like coloring book images. Have the students color these however they want to color them. And then they have to get up and then hold their picture up and then describe the animal by saying what it is. Le, hihan hecha, or le wambili hecha, whatever bird that they chose to color, and then go down the description using that sequence. So make sure that they learn that sequence first.